The ultimate showdown. 2 writers, 2 fanfiction scripts. And only you can choose which one wins. It's the fanfiction showdown.
Hey everybody, welcome to Fanfiction Showdown. I'm your host, Ben O'Brien. If this is your first time here, then hey, congratulations, welcome to the show. What Fanfiction Showdown is a show where 2 fanfiction writers have a head-to-head epic script battle to the death. Who wins? Who dies? Well, that's a good question because you decide, the chat, the viewers, the people, the little people. So you will decide, you'll vote, so just pay attention, pay extremely close attention to every word that's said because your voice matters. We care about you, one person, one vote. And that's it. And I'm Ben, and I don't do anything. I don't have any say. I'm not important. Nobody likes me. I
like you so much.
Cricket, but
hey, Ben, you're the king of the show.
Thanks,
you're
guys.
doing great. I'm really proud of you.
Ben,
Everything that you've accomplished,
you're
especially
handsome.
Thanks,
funny.
guys. I appreciate.
You're loyal.
Okay, shut up. I appreciate that, but remember, don't talk before I introduce you. So, okay, so
sorry,
look, Fanfiction Showdown is a special show, and what would a special show be without a special guest? All right, so today I'm extremely excited to have this person. They are an angel sent from heaven. They are one of the only truly unique, funny people left on this earth. Please welcome to the show, Ruby McCollister.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ruby. I'm so happy to be here.
Hey, Ruby.
I love fan fiction, darling.
Hey, Ruby. So tell me a little bit about what's your Murder, She Wrote? What's your take here? You know, you've seen it. You know what it's about. What's going on?
I think Murder, She Wrote is like really important for your sexuality.
I agree completely. Jessica Fletcher is honestly one of my original crushes. I know you didn't mean me in general. I think you meant you as in kind of the earth.
No,
the
I
world.
think you individually.
But I think Jessica Fletcher is such an awesome character, and she's just so hot and like cool, and she knows what she wants. She doesn't need anybody. It is one of my favorite. This one hits me in the heart because I love Murder, She Wrote. Came out when I was born. Cricket, shut up. Me and Ruby.
I think Murder, She Wrote is
Robbie,
real. I think
shut up. Me and Ruby were kind of talking, but it's okay. We got to move on. Look, Ruby, you're awesome, and we had a moment, and Cricket and Robbie ruined it. So okay. let's introduce the contestants because they need to be heard and they need attention.
Yeah.
So this next contestant, it's one of the greatest honors in the world to be friends with this person, and I love them so much. And I would say they're beautiful. I would say they're a beautiful person in any way you can take that word. Please welcome to the show, Robbie Ratcliffe. Okay.
Hey, Ben. So glad to be
Robbie,
here.
where are you, man?
I just had to step aside for a second. I'm doing my
Why?
script. I'm thinking about Murder, She Wrote. It really happened. The whole show was real. It wasn't fake. It was a documentary. I keep having a problem because
Robbie, what's
I can't
Popper?
sue. Papper, it's like Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, you know, that old English kind of style of poetry.
Yeah.
That's
by
what that
Crosby,
is.
Stills, and Nash, right?
Yeah, exactly. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, except in Old English it's spelled Nache.
All right. Look, Robbie, that was cool, man. Everything you said, all the words that came out of your mouth are poetry, and you are one of the greatest artists of our generation.
I love you, Ben. I love Ruby. I'm a big fan of Ruby. Cricket,
Love you, Robbie.
I'm still working on Cricket.
Love you, Robbie,
But
man.
the fact is,
Man.
wow, that's
Okay.
awesome.
I don't say man that often, Robbie.
Everyone needs to shut
I
up
haven't
because
talked
this
yet.
is you haven't talked yet, and that's what I'm trying to fix, and it's my time to talk to people. So, okay, and now our next contestant, I would also say I would say I love this person, and I would also say that it isn't a type of honor to introduce them, and they are in some ways beautiful. So please welcome to the show, Cricket Arison.
Thank you so much, Ben. Thank you, everyone watching at home. In these times, it's so nice to be able to be here together, and I'm so honored to be here with my really, really good friends, Robbie and Ben. And Ruby, I love you all so much. It's such an honor to be able to even just write on the same show as Robbie Ratcliffe.
I agree. It's an honor to be here. And Cricket, Cricket,
Yes.
I just want to say that what you're kind of like to me, in my opinion, it's like when you see those fireflies when you're a kid and they're beautiful, and you catch one and you hold it and you put it in a cage, and then it stops glowing so beautiful and bright, and you realize that sometimes beauty has to be separate from you to be enjoyed and to be observed, and that's kind of what I think when I see you.
Right. Or sometimes
also
you lock it in the house for 6 months. Its the light dims a little bit.
Exactly. Yes. And now you
has a
do
hard time
definitely.
Honey,
feeling
I
like
can't
it's
tell
stuck.
that your light's dimmed. I
Yes.
can't
Thank
tell
you,
that your
Ruby.
light's
Thank
dimmed,
you.
honey.
Yes.
Crickets. Ruby is killing cricket it's a raw thing. It's a hatred that comes from deep down, but it's expressing itself as a beautiful performance by none other
Absolutely.
than special guest Ruby McCollister.
Ruby McCollister is our special guest today, and I have to tell you, what a goddess, what a woman, what a perfect human being,
Yes,
cut
agreed.
from a block of God's marble by
If I could
angel.
say
Okay.
just one thing about lights is that the longer you leave a light on, it goes dim and then it goes out and then it kind of turns in on itself, and then a little like a turd comes out of the light socket.
Okay.
Okay, now we have to move on. So here's the next part of the show. It's the best part of the show. We're doing Murder, She Wrote today, and the part of the show right now is the drawings. The drawings have no meaning and no points, or
you
there's nothing. They just
can't vote
happen. I
based
hate
on
the
the
drawings.
And here's the problem with this show, Ben,
What?
is that I thought we were doing The Simpsons. So so my drawing should still get the points that it deserves, because it is one of the better Simpsons drawings that I think that you'll find outside of the show itself, which has always been expertly drawn. I think you'll
Okay, there's
agree?
no points for the drawings, Robbie. What?
Homer, so you did know it was
Homer
Murder,
She
She
No,
Wrote.
well,
because-
I superimposed it.
Okay,
Right.
well,
Is that a donut in his face?
But
Yeah,
I like
he's
that
eating a donut.
Homer he wrote, because it's harkening back to antiquity.
It does
Exactly,
harken.
exactly.
It definitely
And-
harkens. It
Um,
harkens.
He found
I
his
did
way
a-
back to his. He went
did
to
a-
sea. He fought the
All right,
Troy.
I did a drawing
Robbie,
too, and I want to show my
Let's
drawing.
let's see
I
if
thought that was
Cricket's
pretty good, Robbie.
Let's see if
Thanks.
Cricket's drawing also harkens.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm ready for
Oh my God!
Oh
This
my
is Lord of the Rings.
Mordor. She wrote. It's a little bit of a pun.
Mordor.
Mordor,
Okay.
she wrote.
Okay.
We got
So
a
you
team.
both.
I think we have it.
I like
have.
the typewriter.
Thank you.
Really
Okay.
important.
I don't know if you guys remember last week I introduced my concept album, What If Robbie Truly Lived, and I thought I would just sing a track. It's the first track on the album, and it's called Birth. This is my concept album, What If Robbie Truly Lived.
Cricket.
Whoa.
Robbie was born alone, and he's still alone,
Cricket.
and he'll stay
I don't-
alone
Cricket. I have to.
forever.
No.
Unless he learns to
Okay.
truly live.
I'm officially. we
Robbie,
have-
oh,
This
Yeah.
is the red card.
then
Do
it's it's actually like a longer song.
Can we
Sorry,
cancel,
you get a red
can we
card for
cancel,
that, and
can we
we need to
cancel
move
this
forward.
show and
That's
all
the
the
first
future
track
shows?
off my new concept
look.
album, What If Robbie Truly Lived.
You
That's
okay?
one
So
for-
here we go. We got
Thanks,
the special
Ruby.
guest, perfect person, and the contestants, both diseased minds, worms in their brains. We love them though. Okay, who cares who wins?
My
They're
new
both
album.
insane and
Out soon.
completely obnoxious. So, moving forward, now this is not just some random fan fiction show that just got fucking shot out of a cannon. Okay, this is Fan Fiction Showdown, adultswim.com/the show, and that means this is a show that has rules.
Rose.
These are the rules as they are written. 1, the characters in each script must be Jessica Fletcher, Policeman, and a handsome older man. These are the characters. This is what is written. 2, Jessica reveals her middle name and it's Puddle. That is the second rule of the script. Third rule of the script, Jessica uses a dirty limerick to express a theory. That is the third rule. It is written. 4, the handsome older man can't tell time with a big hands, little hands clock. It must be said. It must be in the script. 5, Jessica sings a song about Cabot Cove. 6, the policeman tells Jessica she's an nosy old bag. Ignore the grammatical error. 7, Jessica expresses a deep hatred for a type of people. 8, Jessica explains the rules to a made-up game called Filthy Dunkers. 9. The policeman is played by Adam Sandler. That one doesn't even make
Classic.
sense.
That makes sense.
Because he's multi-talented.
10.
When you have two talents,
Fine dramatic
Jessica
actor.
says pee pee poo poo every time she finds a clue. All right, those are the rules as they are written, so let it be done. All right, let's go. So we have to figure out those are the rules, and now we got to go to the coin flip.
all right.
We don't have a coin to flip.
But it had a naked lady on it. Coin.
Wow, Ben just froze perfectly.
Yeah,
We'll never know who won the coin flip. This
Well-
is crazy.
I mean, the worst
Wow.
part about
I
it is that he was really. I felt like his
Wow.
energy
It costs
was
a lot.
right on. What?
I'm back. Robbie won the coin flip.
Robbie won? Oh my god. Are
Hell
you
yeah.
making that up? Because you were frozen, so we didn't actually get to see the coin. So
Yeah,
you
we
could have just
didn't.
made it up.
I want to also point out that the chat has gone crazy about the new rules screen. So that's pretty cool, huh? All right. Chat's going wild.
And someone
Chat's
said I
going
get
fucking
10,
nuts.
10 points for my song. So thank you so much. Please keep that in
10
mind.
points for song. Thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat.
Okay, Robbie,
Great.
you go first, man. Tell us about your script and make it quick.
My quick script. It's not. It's the. And here's the thing: is that the name of the script is "And Visit to a Place Unexpected," not on a map at all. With the word "all" has a lowercase l in addition to an uppercase L.
Love that. And who's playing who?
Okay, so Ruby, if you would do your I know just I struggle with this because I don't want to put you in a box, but I think you're
Right.
going to be great as Jessica. I think you were made to be Jessica. I think
Wait,
you're Jessica.
Ruby's
I
gonna.
We're doing
Ruby's
what?
going to be
Jessica?
Jessica. Yes.
Jessica Fletcher, the
Fletcher,
main
the star.
character of Murder, She Wrote,
Right.
the writer.
Mur-
You're, just
and the
just to be clear, I'm not playing.
No, you're going to
Jessica.
be the handsome older man because I wanted to say like
Okay.
Great.
the unattractive older man, but Ben said it had to be the handsome older
It's
man.
one of the
so
Nice.
rules.
it's one of the
All
rules.
right.
So it's a problem with the
Robbie,
rules.
I'm going to cut
can't
you
re-
off there. You're playing the the policeman. Okay,
I'm
we
the
know that. I'm
policeman.
just cutting you off because you got a little bit of like a Joe Biden energy today. You can't get the words out of
You
your
sort
mouth.
of do.
So I
Wow.
love you, and I know that you're going to do just great, and that you might win, and all that. So let's get it. Let's jump into that.
Okay, and Ben, if you would just read the action part.
Of course, yes, of course. Thank you.
Robbie's script go.
Thank you, Ruby.
Hey everyone, it's me, Snake Plissken. I'm back after punching a hole in the space prison that locked me up. It was controlled by artificial intelligence. Yeah, space law is enforced by computers. Go figure. I don't think I'm gonna try and leave the planet again anytime soon, so I might as well just stick around and tell you about this show I'm watching. It's called Murder, She Wrote, and it's about an old lady who can't stay out of trouble. Here she is walking down an old boat dock. It's nighttime, but there's a big ass light so you can see what the old broad looks like. Check out all those boats tied up, bouncing in the water like skulls in zero gravity. Never know what killing a man in the void of space will look like until you see it. All of their skin explodes off. Kaboom, it's crazy as hell.
I love the sounds of boats banging against the dock. Bang, bang, bang! Like little gunshots, I crave it. The sound of gunfire echoes across my old ass bones. Thrilling. There's a murder in the air tonight.
The old lady pulls out a pack of cigarettes and then pulls out one with her teeth. I guess she forgot her lighter, but no problem, Jack, because some peckerhead cop steps out of the shadows and lights it for her.
Welcome to the boat dock. I'm doing like a little Nicky Adam Sandler.
Cool.
Yes.
Oh, then
Welcome
that's
to the
okay.
boat dock, Jessica.
Oh, thanks for the light, young man. How old are you? 12? Hell, I've seen older policemen at a baby party while the babies are dressed up like little policemen. Never mind, you're old enough for me.
I heard you were mean as hell, but I thought it was just a rumor.
Nope, I mean, now are you gonna show me where you found the body, or can you show me your ass so I have something to dream about a night later tonight?
I don't like cops. They always throw me in jail for trying to use machine guns to solve my problems. So it looks like the cop is taking the old lady to a boat. Damn, that's a big boat. It reminds me of the ship I used to escape Zanzibar after I kidnapped the cyborg prime minister.
Do you need me to help you onto the boat?
Sure thing, hot boy, but try not to grab anything that's gonna make me forget that I'm here to solve a crime.
Nosy old bag.
What's that?
That's a ding.
Yeah, I got. I'm
I
giving
hear
you a
them
green card.
ding.
I'm giving. I don't know what's going on with the ding. It's not me. It's freaking Eric, honestly. And I'm telling you.
Just want to
you
say,
gotta
Ruby, you are taking me. You're taking me
No.
outside of the realm of what I thought possible with this
Ruby, you're
character.
doing amazing.
Amazing. It's
my
amazing.
God, I
Amazing.
tried.
You're really
I'm like-
elevating an otherwise sort
You
of
guys.
dry and
I-
bland script with
I
your
feel like I'm
performance.
exhausted.
You guys,
Because I'm
it's
having- I'm
just
so
the beginning. We shouldn't be building up
Right.
Ruby too much because there's a lot left to go, and she has
That's
a lot of
true.
time left to
True.
disappoint. So
You're
let's
All right.
take it back from Nosy Old Bag.
Nosy old bag.
What's that?
I said, enjoy the boat.
The old lady gets on the boat. I knew a lady like her once. She could really light my fire. I brought her to meet my parents, but it was in the middle of World War VIII, so my parents were dead and we had to bury them in the radioactive spider woods. Oh, damn, there's a real fancy Cocker Spaniel looking guy on the murder boat. His skin looks sprayed on. It reminds me of...
Welcome to my boat.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Jessica Puddle Fletcher.
I have a dead body in my cabin. Shall we take a look?
Only if this young meat slice comes along, I can't have him out of my sight.
I'm played by Adam Sandler.
Big ding on that.
That's a big ding. Actually said the rule out loud.
It's very good.
Around what time did you find the body?
No idea. I only have one of those little hands, big hands clocks, and
Big
I
ding.
can't read it.
I love when there's no creativity. Knocking the dings off the list here. Yeah, so the dirty old lady goes into the cabin and there's a dead body. It's in the shape of a man, but it's got fish scales and a catfish face. It's lying face down, but its head has been twisted 180 degrees. Nasty as hell. It also stinks because it's been dead and it's already part fish. One time when I was in Nuevo Tokyo, I had to escape a gang of satanic yakuza by jumping into a sewer hole. Smelled bad. Yuck. P.U. I was in there for 3 weeks while I waited for the heat to die down. It was a weird time, but I wouldn't change a thing. Sorry, back to the show. The old lady is poking the fish man with a pen.
Get it over for me, would you?
We really shouldn't touch the body until...
I wanna see its junk.
It seems like the lady is for turning the body over.
Snake Plissken here. This mystery just got a lot more interesting. After the cop turns the body over, it's so got a big ol' you-know-what. Nice. It's not related, but one time I stole a hover bike from the Sultan of Cincinnati 2099. Great guy, but he had too many hover bikes. That's when I stepped in.
I found a clue. I'd like to propose a theory.
I'm all ears, baby.
A horny fish found his way from the reef, and that's when he smelled him some beef. An old dirty man with a terrible tan took his life and made him deceased.
And that's a
limerick.
limerick.
That'd be a
That's
dirty
a
limerick.
What are you suggesting? Damn you!
I want you to arrest this man.
I can't arrest him.
Why not?
We're outside of my jurisdiction.
Crazy turn of events, but while everyone was distracted by murder mystery, the boat drifted out into the open sea. Sometimes life just takes a big shit. It reminds me of when I got drafted into the Imperial Baboon Army of the chimpanzee dimension. Those primates couldn't fight for shit, but they knew how to have a good-ass time. I was part of that outfit for 5,000 years before I realized I had to get back to my regular gig. We're about halfway through.
True.
And that's the mid-script break, everybody. Ruby, what do you think's going on so far? What's happening?
What's happening?
Yeah, what's happening in the... Give us a plot breakdown so far.
What do you think's happening?
God, like literally reading comprehension quiz right now. I think that my character, I definitely think, is sort of working through some sexual stuff, and I think she, there's some like fish death in the sea. There's some death in the sea.
Well, Lyle Chipperson in the chat says Ruby is stealing the show. So
Yeah,
that's
you're doing great.
That's some point. That's a big ding for Ruby on that, because I think
That's why
that's
she's
true.
the special guest. And
But are you literally talking about like what's the ding dong story? Like what is going on in the story?
Oh no, I don't. I mean, this is just a mid-script break. We just try to like make fun of Robbie
We're just
and
killing time,
point out
really.
all of his flaws and all that.
Yeah.
I'd look at the
Yeah.
chat.
I just want to say that I wish that I had a million years to live, because then I could watch Ruby grow from this amazing flower into like a million flowers. Because I'm over the hill with this stuff. I can't believe it. I could die happy tonight.
I'm interested in the sort of dystopian future stuff.
Yeah, Robbie, I thought it was really interesting that you decided to include a meta narrative, because it's sort of like an homage to some of my past scripts, which I find really flattering.
The feeling I get is that I don't know what I never took any time to watch Murder, She Wrote or watched any clips of Murder, She Wrote, but I do think about Snake Plissken a lot. So my go-to is to always just fill in the gaps of knowledge with Snake Plissken fan fiction.
Sure.
So what's your thing about Snake Plissken?
Well, he's sort of like
You're
the
horny
everyman. I'm not horny for Snake Plissken. Snake Plissken is horny for adventure. He's horny for getting into trouble, and he's done a lot of stuff. And
all right, we got to get to the last word.
Fill out a few more things.
Robbie, you got one word response to this next question. What are you horny for?
What am I horny
response?
It's a tax bill, but it's slightly lower than
one
the one
word. Robbie, okay, shut up. Let's get back to the script.
Back to the script. That's good.
It's me. It's always me. I have to start.
Oh, Ben, you're so good.
Thanks. Oof. So I guess they drifted out way too far. Oh, I got to do the Snake Plissken. Ooh. Yeah. So I guess that they drifted out way too far and ended up crash landing on this crazy island covered in stinky slime and weird old buildings that make your head hurt if you try and look at them for too long. Tough nuts. So the old lady and the cop and the old fancy guy are now standing on the island trying to figure out what to do next, just like the time I stole a nuclear electro tank from Fort Death's Head, popped the trunk, and it turned out the entire engine was made out of human organs. There are some days that stick in your mind. That was one of them because of the tank.
This angle don't make sense.
God help us.
Come clean, what the hell are you up to?
All right, I admit it. I lured the creature to me. I killed him, and in the moment that he died, I received a vision. A map projected into my mind. I understood how to get to this place. All I had to do was to point the rudder in the right direction and let the boat drift out to sea.
Well, that's obvious, but why the hell would you call the police?
Guys, I'm really worried about this crazy island.
I needed to provide sacrifices.
To who?
To him.
Shit, there's a big ass monster just popping up out of the biggest temple on the island. Wild. It's got all sorts of moving parts. It's impossible to focus. All I know is that it can move a lot faster than you think it should, and it's coming right for the old lady. She and the policeman are booking it. I don't mean to derail the whole show, but I think it's worth mentioning that the biggest thing I ever saw was one of those Gundam things flying over the city of Panasonic 3DO. I could have been drugged and hallucinating after having a 72-hour-long boxing match with a mutie whose hands were made. Was he Wolverine now? Long boxing match with a mutie whose hands were made of LSD-tipped needles. But hell, I'm pretty sure that Gundam was real. I had completely lost the ability to speak, so I couldn't double-check with anyone. Oh, whoops. Looks like the island monster clobbered the handsome old guy. Now he's hurt real bad.
Damn that old fool! We have to save him!
Are you crazy? He wanted to feed us to that thing.
Listen to me, hot stuff. You want to know why I got into this business of chasing around handsome older men? They're all killers. They don't do anything for me at all. I like my meat soft and pink. But just as much as that, I crave justice. These old men screwed up the world for everyone else. It's my job to track them down and drag them all to the lockbox. I'm on one mission: to make every old man that's ever all in the world to clean out your hole like yourself.
The hell?
But I can't get to that fun stuff until after they're all done over. It's not enough to just let them get eaten up by mad old gods with names that can't be pronounced by any language God allows. They've got to be taken to the judge. The judge. You hear me? The judge. The judge. The judge. That'll help me.
If the passion you have for your work in any way mirrors how you do lovemaking, then I am yours.
I make love with my whole body.
Oh, behave.
Austin
Powers?
Yeah, baby.
Damn. So the old lady and the policeman realize that the old man is actually Austin Powers. That's fun. He's got all these funny lines. He's got big ass teeth. They take him back to the boat and escape. The island monster chases them for a minute, but then they back into it and goes away. Yada yada yada. Everyone's read Call of Cthulhu. Wow. Austin Powers, man, gets tied up and the old lady and the police guy make out for a while, but we don't see it. I made out with an actual submarine once. The crime lord of the red zone wanted to see if I could tame a submarine with kisses, so I made it happen. My mouth hurt for weeks. You haven't lived a real life until you've smooched with a submarine, God above. Okay, so they're back up to the boat dock where it all started.
Here's a song in the style of local almond. Oh, Cabot Cove, the place where I leave my head to rest is all the place where I go to days of an old man.
Ruby, I'm sorry, I have to do a little line read. This is a beautiful song. It's Loch Lomond. So I'm gonna have to just kind of help you sing it a little bit.
I'm actually, is this Scottish?
Yes, the Scottish.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of it. It sounds like that.
Cabot Cove,
I think-
the place where I lay my head to rest, is also the place where I solve deaths. Like that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's definitely not how my grandfather.
We gotta go quick.
Well, it's how my grandfather did it. So.
Okay.
If we're gonna be comparing Scottish
I think they're
grandfathers.
both doing really good.
Is also the place where rise of the dead, and if an old man tries to get away with crimes, I'll catch him and send him to justice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Baby.
Big ding.
That's a big ding.
But the big ding's for Ruby, who did.
Well, the
Big
it's
ding.
it's dings.
All right, we got to get through the script, so
Okay.
go. Just
All right.
get through the last few lines.
Sound of the bells over the lock.
It seemed like this case is wrapped up nicely.
There's only one last thing to do. Explain the rules to filthy dunkards.
Yes, I was wondering about that.
First, you find something gross as fuck, and then you dunk your hands in it.
That's the script.
That's the script.
All right, Robbie, we got to start right away, and we got to
gotta
get to
start
this
right away.
problem right here because I don't think she ever said pee pee poo poo.
She did say pee pee poo poo right at the
Did she?
top.
Okay,
Yeah,
well
pee-pee-poo-poo.
this once again proves to you that I'm not paying attention. And if I'm not paying attention, maybe the script wasn't. Maybe it wasn't.
I
I
think
do think that she didn't say pee pee poo poo every time she found a clue.
Well, she only found
It's
the one
true.
clue.
Okay, well,
and the one
okay. If
clue
you did
was
say
the
the
body.
pee pee, all right. I thought
Didn't
maybe
say
you said
that there had to be.
The body is not a
multiple
clue.
clues.
I was just
That's
What are you
really.
talking about?
I was just really
Talking
excited
about the
about the
body's
pee pee
not a
poo poo
clue.
part, but
Yeah.
okay,
Well,
we
the
just got to go to the
body-
chat real quick, and then we got to
There's
move
the-
forward, everybody. Big dang, everybody's
Okay.
clapping.
I
Everybody's
feel like
clapping.
everybody's fucking me up.
Robbie, I
'Cause I
really
still
love
haven't
how
come-
much you love H.P. Lovecraft enough to just sort of like use his works again and again in your
All
works.
right,
I think that's so
Baron-
nice.
Baron in the chat says, haha, that was shoehorned, but I still like it. I don't know what shoehorned means.
What is shoehorn?
It usually means when you take something that wouldn't necessarily fit into something else and you
Ew.
just
Okay.
kind of jam it in.
So
there.
that's what the chat's all about shoehorn right now. That's
That's
the
it.
big thing. That's
It's
what the
also-
kids are
Shoehorn?
saying.
It also could be if you took something very delicate that had a perfectly fit vessel and you fit it in very slowly.
Right.
It's time
No,
to
that's
shut
called
up.
a glass slipper.
We're done with Robbie. All right.
Yeah.
That's right. Ruby, I love you. The singing, I'll dream about the singing forever
Good.
and ever and ever.
Gorgeous.
Robbie, when you talk over the show transitions, it's unprofessional. Okay, so it's time for cricket. Cricket, tell us about your script.
Okay. If everyone could just kind of shake out a little bit and kind of get that out of their system, because my script has a really different vibe. Like,
Oh, cool. I didn't know this was kindergarten. Excited.
no, this is acting actually.
Yeah, this is acting.
Wow.
Go ahead, Cricket. Tell us who's playing who.
So my script is called A Day Without Murder, ... And Ruby, if you would reprise your amazing performance as Jessica Fletcher. I've really written a lot of stuff for you here that I think
I'm
you're
gonna try to do more British.
Okay, I mean, it's not actually a British character, but I
No, but
do
I'm gonna
respect
do
that
more
choice.
British though.
No, I like that for you.
I'm
And
gonna try to do more British.
You're going to be playing the policeman, and I'm going to be playing a handsome older man. And Ben, if you could read stage directions, and whenever you're ready, take it away, Ben.
Take it away, Ben.
Take it away, Rob.
Fade up on the sunny kitchen of famous mystery writer Jessica Fletcher. The room is lived in, filled with knickknacks. All of the knickknacks have real human eyes that track movement in the room. That is why the room feels so comfortable and cozy. On a polished maple table stands a sturdy typewriter for writing famous mysteries. The typewriter has no eyes. Jessica enters wearing a bathrobe and a lot of blue eyeshadow on her normal human eyes. She cheerfully goes to the teapot and cheerfully puts it on for tea. Cheerfully.
Tra-la-la. Another day of being Jessica Puddle Fletcher. I love my life.
Jessica begins to hum as she flips over a page in a leather planner. On it is a to-do list.
I thought I would say a few reasons that I like my life out loud in case anyone can hear me. I'd rather talk to no one than risk there being someone secretly there watching me who I accidentally am ignoring and thus I'm being rude to. I have a deep hatred for rude people. So this is for you. If you're out there, I really relate to that.
I love that. I wrote that for you. But I just want to say that was a
Just-
ding because she expressed a hatred for a type of
I
people.
was...
And I didn't notice
looking
that
at the
happening.
chat.
Oh yeah, that
Because-
wasn't in ROBBY'S.
Yeah,
It
that
wasn't in Robbie's
Robbie's.
script. She said she hated old men.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I just felt like she said she preferred younger dicks.
Well,
Yeah.
she said that eventually, but she had to
Okay.
explain. Yeah, you can't say you like
Well,
something without
okay,
saying what you
all
hate
right.
first.
That's not true, but let's keep going in my script. I think Ruby
Big
has
Dan,
something
pretty sure
really
that's
gives
a
good
rule
going.
of writing.
Did I freeze? I froze.
Ruby has a really good
Hey
thing going.
guys, we got to keep going. My internet connection being slightly unstable that's called a patina, and it's just a part of my character.
Okay.
Jessica
Okay.
gives a throaty laugh and winks at the camera with one of her completely regular eyes.
What's my secret to loving my life? It's this list. I do the same things every day and I do them in a different way. That is the perfect balance between excitement and routine.
Jessica begins to read the list out loud.
1, wake up. Check. 2, explain myself out loud. Check. 3, put on a cool outfit and blue eyeshadow over my eyes. Check.
Jessica takes off her bathrobe to reveal a cool outfit. We've already seen her eyeshadow.
4, make tea. Check. And then later in the day, you can see here, write a famous mystery book, play filthy dunkers, solve a murder. I do all that every single day. Trilla. I'm so happy.
From within a broom cupboard, a voice emerges.
What's filthy dunkers?
Aha! I knew one day someone would be hiding in my house, and so I'd need to explain this out loud to them. Why don't you come out of the broom cupboard and I'll tell you?
A handsome older man emerges, his craggy face handsomer than other less handsome faces. All the eyes on the knickknacks go awooga, like in a cartoon, but this is real life. The handsome older man is wearing something cool.
Hello, Jessica. Sorry to disturb you. I'm an old friend of yours, remember?
Well, of course I remember. And that's exactly actually amazing because I was just realizing I skipped reading an item on my daily list. Number 6, see an old friend. Check. Tra-la.
Happy to help you out with that one, Jess. Ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
When he says eyes out loud, all the eyes on the knickknacks go crazy, rolling every which way.
Now what's filthy dunkers, you old bag?
I'm glad you
Policeman has to
asked.
say that.
Filthy
Yeah, I'm sure
dunkers.
you. I
Whoa.
think you missed the word
Oh yeah, you
nosy.
missed nosy.
No, it's supposed
No,
to be the
policeman
policeman
says
does it.
Everyone's
Cricket's,
back off.
Cricket's throwing us a curveball and then acting all innocent. Okay, so let's just
Okay.
move forward.
It's just called writing. Ruby,
called
just from the
deflection.
top of your
It's a-
line.
You get
That would be
arrested
great.
for
You're
it in
doing
other
so
countries.
great. Ruby,
Okay.
you're doing so good.
I'm glad you asked. Filthy Dunkers is a game where you hold a cookie and a piping hot cup of tea for as long as possible without it falling apart. If you pull it out in one piece, you win.
I see why it's called dunkers, but why is it called filthy dunkers?
Well, the cookie falls apart. You're a bad, dirty girl. You have to eat a whole fistful of dirt from the garden.
Oh my God.
Cool. I came here to ask you something. What's doggy style? Is it those little raincoats chihuahuas wear?
Well.
Just then the phone rings. Jessica picks it up.
Oh, hello? Hello? That's odd. No one's there. We better go see the policeman.
Why?
Well, it is probably something about a murder, and I have to solve a murder today. It's on my list.
Okay, if there was a murder, I want you to know I didn't do it.
Okay.
Cut to them driving in the handsome older man's car. Jessica flips the radio on to the local station.
Oh, this is my favorite song. Cabot Cove. What thread you wove into my heart, Cabot Cove, and stone your engrove into my heart. I love you is like a bee. You not to feel you're kinda ill. It's the kind of bill you take just to
You're doing really great, but maybe like just a little more enunciation, because the work that you're doing so good.
We're goddamn well done. Sorry, I'm changing.
No,
I'm
it's
trained
good.
in jazz.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's
you're doing
just
amazing.
right. No,
You're doing
I can tell.
Sorry. Cabot Cove, Cabot Cove, Cabot Cove, I'll pop you like a pillow to the day I die. I'll pop you like a pillow to the day I die.
Big
Big dig.
Big
Very,
dig.
that was
Real
really
good.
beautiful.
Thank you.
And thank you for
Thank
taking
you.
my note. That was amazing.
Yeah.
So beautiful. Okay, now I'm in character again. You haven't changed a bit, Jessica. By the way, we're about halfway through the drive to the police station.
All right, everybody's mid-script break. Oh, okay, let's see. That song sung by that's going down in the fan fiction Hall of Fame for one of
Yeah.
the best moments I think maybe ever on this show. Chat's loving it. Chat's going wild.
Okay, well, I love you, chat.
People love Ruby. Robbie's been knocked down a peg on the show. Ruby's kind of number one right now. And
I'd like to point out that I have had no lines. The script's
Yeah,
trash.
no.
Cricket's trash. She goes to
no.
hell. Like the old poet of the old English poet says, cricket's skin is like pepper on dog shit.
Well, I'm just gonna say you haven't had any lines yet, and I am sorry about that, but you are coming in the second half, and sometimes the biggest characters don't get revealed till after the break.
Hey, Ruby, I'm gonna impress you right now.
No,
Okay.
I
This
don't.
is me being cricket.
Okay, that is actually a good impression.
That's pretty
But
good.
I
That's
hope
pretty
that everyone's enjoying my script, even though I didn't take any of the elements of the plot right from Call of Cthulhu. I know that that's probably hard for some of you, but I came up with an original script, and I hope that that's okay. And Robbie, I
Yeah,
think you did such a good
But
job.
also, I delved deeply into the character of Snake Plissken, which you
right,
didn't do.
which
I think
was
is
not one of the
pretty
characters
weird.
we were technically
Well, I think
allowed
that
to
there
have.
is
but...
like an erotic element to Cricket script that's really like sort of quintessential for the really good fan.
Definitely, and that brings us to the
Ruby.
question, Cricket. One word answer. What makes
Yeah.
you horny?
people.
Wow, we love that. All right, let's get back into this. Let's get back into the script.
Hot!
Script.
All right. We're in the front office of a small town police station. Maps are on the walls marked with thumbtacks for where crime happened. Posters next to the maps explain that you shouldn't do crime. Enter a policeman.
Don't do crime.
Oh, yeah, there's a murder. Tra-la.
No murder.
But I'm confused. You called the house.
No, I didn't.
But you did, just now.
What time?
It was around 8. Did you happen to notice the time, old friend?
It was like this.
The handsome older man extends his arms to look like the clock hands would for 8 to 10.
What? Tell him the time.
I did.
With numbers.
Numbers? Your kind of clock has hands.
Which point to numbers.
You have a big hands, little hands clock.
Yes?
Not the kind with numbers.
Look, you nosy old bag. I didn't call the house.
That's a ding, right?
Ding for that, but we're still waiting for the Handsome Ölder Man to state that he cannot tell the time.
Oh,
No, that's implied. He doesn't have to state it. I'm sorry. I just got actually mad for the first time in my life, and I like the feeling.
Oh, get ready.
I say go with that.
I'm
but
riding the fire.
We're gonna
you
come
don't
back
have
to
It's
it.
clear.
We're gonna come back to it at the end, whether or not he can tell the time.
I'm pretty sure that
We're
Snake.
gonna-
I
think
feel
I'm
like my
starting
blood was just replaced with fire, and I am burning from within. I think
You're
it's clear
turning
this
red.
man does not know how to tell the time with a big hands, little hands clock.
I would have to say that's true.
Thank you, Ruby. You're
I guess-
an ally.
This might be.
And thought of that Showdown
I don't.
thing about
I don't want to be
writing.
accused of being a shoehorn or shoehorning or having kind of shoehorn vibes, but I kind of think that maybe you shoehorned it a little bit.
No,
where
I'm
I
trying
think
to be
Yeah, I think
creative.
that's
You're
just-
just
I think
like,
chat is kind of saying
Yeah.
it's a little shoe.
well, I'm seeing a lot of green cards in the
She's
chat.
seeing a lot of green cards, but I think that's because
Okay.
they know that you're trash.
Wow, no, I feel like they're really proud of me for
I'm
stepping
just-
into my anger for the first time in my whole life.
I'm
I
like-
am, darling. Cricket,
Thank
I
you.
am.
Thank you.
I'm like
Ruby.
95% sure that Snake Plissken is going to show up before the end of this thing.
Okay, I do, but let's can we just keep going? I just
Yes, let's keep going. We'll come back to it. I think it's probably fine, but it's just a moment. I just need to think about it.
okay.
We don't have to
Okay.
think.
So from the
Sorry,
policeman's line-
Ben. All your funny Snake Plissken lines. I don't think it's going to happen in this.
Well,
Look, you nosy old bag, I didn't call the house, and there's been no murder, so you can go home.
I'm starting to develop a theory of what happened here.
Uh-oh.
There was a policeman from
So
Cabot who jerked his own dong till he scabbed it. He called up a friend to assist at the end, but hung up in fear, and then she blabbed it.
Yowza, wowza, she's good.
That's a dirty limerick.
That's
Yeah.
a dirty limerick.
Yeah,
I really like the line, "Who jerked his own dong till he scabbed
Yeah,
it." I wrote
that's-
that.
You wrote it, and you're
You wrote that.
quoting
Yeah.
You
yourself.
were
So-
once a,
Yeah.
you were once a beautiful innocent child, and
You were,
you
and
grew up
now you
into
write-
a horrible princess, and now,
now
you're
you write
making
things like this.
Yeah.
This is your
pornography.
job. Okay,
Yes.
so as the policeman says Adam Sandler's famous catchphrase, "Yowza wowza, she's good."
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna take a closer look and realize that he's played by Adam Sandler. What an acting genius! Cool.
Oh, yes.
But policeman, this means there hasn't been a murder. This could ruin my whole day.
Why are you so upset that no one was killed?
Because when no one gets killed, I don't understand why I exist.
Okay, an acting note, like at this point, the tone of the script kind of shifts and it becomes like a little like subtler,
Yeah.
just for everyone. So
Yeah,
it's
that
just
should
a little
that should be
director
that
note.
should be shoehorned in, right?
Okay, yeah, yes.
Yeah, this does feel
shoehorning
kind of
it.
like
Okay,
directing it in the middle. It does feel a little
Oh,
shoehorned.
okay, well,
Yeah. So
I'm just
quit,
here to
maybe knock the
tell you
shoehorns back.
how to be your best
couple
self.
No, I
Okay.
enjoy that because I'm an
Thank you.
actress.
Yeah,
Know? I like
people-
directing.
I think of you as an artist who doesn't need any
Okay.
direction.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna take my line, which is, she has a whole system for staying happy. I saw the list.
But it's more than being happy. It's about being whole, about being myself. What do you do that makes you feel most you?
I garden.
Why? All that happens when you garden is either a flower or a vegetable grows.
Wow.
You know in advance that's what will happen. You know what flowers and vegetables look like, so why do you do it?
Oh, so good.
Well, because the process
Shut the
of
fuck up.
Sorry, I
growing
was enjoying
things.
it.
Excuse me.
Sorry,
I'm gonna take it from the beginning of my
I
line.
thought Ruby was doing really good. And I was
Okay.
reacting
Me
to
too.
it,
No, she was.
Thank you so
but
much.
I didn't
Yeah.
mean to make
Okay,
noise.
but I'm gonna take it now from the beginning
Go
of my
ahead,
line.
go ahead, go. Cricket, take it from your
Okay.
line, Cricket. Thank you.
Well, because the process of growing things makes me feel connected to being alive.
What do you do to feel most like you?
I take a rowboat out on the ocean and I row to the point and back every day.
But that doesn't do or change anything.
But that's not the point. It's a feeling I get in the moment. And ultimately, as humans, that feeling, that ephemeral and fleeting feeling, is the only thing worth living for. In some sense, we make meaning simply by deciding what's meaningful and then living like we believe it.
Well, when I solve a murder, I get that feeling, and without it, I don't feel alive. So it's not that I take pleasure in anyone's death, but solving murders is my way of saying that I exist. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Doggy style is a rare entry sex position where both partners are on all fours and the penetrating partner is behind the other partner.
Big ding on that. Big ding. That's exactly what doggy style is. Very well. Very well.
Both people on all fours. Important.
Thanks. Thanks, Jessica. Goodbye.
Everyone leaves. The handsome older man goes to his garden. The policeman goes to row his boat. Jessica goes and waits by the phone for a murder to happen. And that's the script.
I really feel like I took a little bit of a creative risk by opening my heart there at the end and not only going for laughs, but with your all like moving performances, I think it really paid off. And just thank you for being so vulnerable.
Look, I think that both scripts today were pretty amazing. This one, I think the performances from Ruby today have been just
phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Pulling things out of me that I didn't know were there.
You can't ask for a better reader of scripting than Ruby McCollister. It's
Ruby
just true.
McCollister.
You just.
Thank you.
I
Robbie,
feel like somebody put like
It's
$20 in my
incredible.
pocket.
It's like you're pretending to be the person
I'm there.
whose lines you're reading. Does that make
It's
sense?
like if Cricket was somehow you for the rest of the show, like that would make my life better.
Yes, if you replace Cricket on the show every week, that would be like that's how great you were just now. That would be,
well,
and also just in my life. If you just replace Cricket in my life,
as
that
like
would
a
be,
performer, Ruby's
instead of
really
instead
good,
of being like, oh, I gotta go talk
You
to
know-
Cricket, I'd be like, yeah, I get to talk to Ruby. It's great.
No, I would like that too, and I just want nothing but opportunities for Ruby. But I just like we haven't seen you write yet, and I'm sure you could do it, and you can probably do it
Oh
better.
yeah, she can do anything.
Yeah.
So
she can do anything.
we're gonna go. We're going. I just wanted to
Oh.
settle this because chat's going crazy and they think that I might have shoehorned this back there. So I want to kind of release the horn of the shoe. I don't know how you say it, but Cricket gets a ding for he doesn't know how to tell the time. I agree.
Well,
He doesn't know how to
do
tell the
have
time. I had to
one
think about
thing.
it for a second, but I'm sometimes I'm just a little too straightforward. I want to.
No,
hear
it's okay, and I would rather have you take the time to make the right decision than to make
Yeah.
a decision quickly and then regret it. So, and I
Yes.
really do think you made the right decision today.
And thank you. And I just want to say final word before we move forward. Not to pit women against each other, but I just want to say Ruby's doing really amazing, like really
Yeah,
amazing
absolutely.
today.
yeah, but
Probably,
I
like, the
can
best.
support that too.
Hey, I'm saying
Like-
I'm not pitting women against each other. I'm just
Right.
saying Ruby's
No, I'm
doing
But
saying-
so
I have a question,
amazing
and I'm not
today.
trying to pit women against each other.
Cricket,
Of
Ruby, you
course.
can be on next week's show. You
And
can be on the,
I-
on the
you
week
want.
after that. You can keep
I'm not
coming back.
trying-
It doesn't matter.
And this is sort of an old Hollywood reference for the chatties out there. I'm not trying to be a Eve Harrington, if that settles.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we got it.
But
Yeah, totally.
there's no pee pee poo poo.
Right, that's
Oh,
a good
there was
point.
no boop,
And
boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
if we
There's
look
no
at
clue.
how
I
that,
love
there are no
love saying pee pee
clues.
poo poo.
There are no clues.
there
Well,
no
I'm
clues.
gonna give you a red card on that because the pee pee poo poo was my favorite rule. Cricket's time is up. Eric, the god of the show,
No, but
who hates me,
the way
has moved us the show forward because he thinks that I'm a bad host and
I'm
can't do it
feeling
myself.
anger
So,
again for the second time in my life.
Cricket, I know that you like to get technical and you like to do these little pee pee poo poo things of your own, but I'm saying that
called
the pee pee
writing,
poo poo,
baby.
the pee pee poo poo clue, pee pee poo poo, the pee pee clue rule, the pee pee poo poo clue rule was my favorite rule, and I was
But
really
I
excited to
didn't
hear the
know
pee pee poo poo, and I didn't hear the pee pee poo poo.
We talk
So-
every day, and you never told me that was your
Shush, shush, shush.
favorite rule.
Okay, so hey guys, guess what? That's both scripts. Both scripts have been read. The polls are now open. We go to tinyurl.com/fanficsd. That's tinyurl.com. Vote now.
And make sure you remember that Cricket didn't put pee pee poo poo into the script.
There were
which
no
basically-
clues.
There was no
The
pee pee poo
whole
poo.
theme of the
pee-
script was
pee-
how, when her work was
Okay,
taken
so-
away from her, she
Sorry,
felt
Cricket.
I love that.
meaningless.
I
which
love
think-
that. Don't
Okay,
get me
Eric,
wrong.
Eric is
There's-
texting me really mean photos and bad things. He's photoshopped my face. He's put it on nasty people, and he hates me. So we got to move forward. We can't be late. If we're late, Eric will email everyone I know and tell them to fuck off. Okay, and he'll do it from my account. Okay, so hey, guess what? So in the meantime, while the polls are open, tinyurl.com/fanficsd, vote. While the polls are open, we've got the costume contest.
We got the costume contest.
And Ruby, you are the judge of this.
Ruby, you are the guys. You don't have to do my job for me, okay?
Ruby,
No,
you're
I'm
judging.
telling Ruby, you're the judge of the costume contest, okay? So pay close attention and do right by our contestants. So let's see the first thing. Okay, the time Jessica entered virtual reality and Thomas Magnum exists in this world by Devin Elson.
It's awesome.
That's
It's a really
cool.
good wig.
Okay.
And
Wig
extra
action.
points for
So
photos.
what am I doing?
You're looking at this and thinking about how cool it is and kind of rating it in your mind. So now
Okay,
the
and then
next,
you're gonna show me another one.
yeah, that's the next one. This is another Jessica Fletcher by Lucy Weirick. Very
Okay,
good. So that's her dressed
very
up
good.
as Jessica Fletcher. Ruby, you know what a costume is, right?
She's got the Murder She Wrote books. She's got the
Yeah,
fan
she
fiction
has
right
the
there.
actual Murder She Wrote books.
And I
That's
do like
rad.
the cosplaying, but
Yeah.
I don't think like. Okay, do we have another one?
Yes, there's
Yeah.
another. Let's keep going. Jessica
Okay.
Fletcher, Added Again by Joe Bodnick.
Okay,
Another
I'm
good
sure
entry
that.
by Joe.
Okay, I'm sort of obsessed.
All right. All right,
This is
next
the-
one. Jessica Fletcher by Patrick Arnold. Oh my God, so many good Jessica Fletcher.
Wow.
Murder Story right in the typewriter.
Patrick
We are
Arnold
loving
is
this.
so
We're feeling good.
Hmm,
All right, next.
let's do it. Oh, honestly,
Okay.
love the minimalism.
Extreme minimalism, extreme irony,
Love the
extreme internet person, extreme melted brain. Okay, next.
Extreme.
That,
Nice.
that's
That's it. Those are the costumes.
Those are
Ruby,
Wow, that's intense.
you don't have time to deliberate?
We don't like. I can't talk about anything.
No.
No, you
just
can
have-
talk about it as much as
Are
you
you
want. It's your
serious? I
show,
can't be
Oh,
baby.
like,
cool. No,
I
that's
love-
fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cricket's the
I
host
love
now.
the last one, but that's not my choice. But I do love the last one because Slay on clever girls, girl. Okay.
Damn.
And I think the one I like, and I also like. Wow, this is hard. I also like the second one, Sarah. Very cosplay, sort of erotic, a little, seeing the tippy typey. I like that one, but I'm gonna go with the third one.
Joe
Do you remember
Botnick.
what
Joe
it looked
Bodnick.
like? Is it Joe Bodnick? All
Yeah,
right,
it's
go.
Joe Bodnick. God
The
almighty.
Joe Bodnick.
He
With the
always
tra-
win.
This is probably his like 18th time
I
winning.
feel
He's
like Joe-
Time.
There's
No, probably
I know.
fifth. Probably fifth time, sixth time winning. Okay, Joe Bodnick,
Ah.
congratulations. Let's get some claps in the chat for Big Joe. Big Joe won again, and if you,
Whoa.
hey, you know what we're giving Big Joe? We're emailing him this PDF, this beautiful PDF that's on the screen. And if hey, you want to get a PDF emailed to directly to your inbox, then please submit your costumes for next week. Next week's
Wait, that's
theme.
insane.
Submit your costumes to fanficshowdown@gmail.com. Next week, the theme is the concept of Halloween. So dress up as the concept of Halloween,
spooky.
and that's a costume contest. So it's a costume of kind of a costume. It's kind of meta, it's kind of cool, but it's also just kind of
Wow, I
regular,
feel
normal,
sort of-
almost basic.
I
So
feel
love you.
sort of
I love you,
cute.
Ben.
thanks, Robbie. I love you so much, man. You're one of my best friends, and I love you, and I'll never let you go.
That's awesome.
So, okay, so now we're still wasting time. So, Ruby, guess what? Your job is not done here. This is the most epic thing you may ever engage in. It's the surprise quiz. Okay, Ruby, I know you are somewhat of a Hollywood buff. You know a lot about the dark histories
The
of
dark.
different things, and we're doing Murder, She
Dark.
Wrote today. Okay, so I'm going to show you a picture, and you have to point out who in the picture killed someone. All right, and if you get it right, that's good. You get a cool thing, and it's three questions. If you
cool
get,
thing?
I don't know, I'm just rambling. If you fail this test, you are banished from the show forever. Okay, but if you pass, then you get to take over Cricket's spot and maybe comment.
Whoa. Wait,
That's
no.
something I just threw that out there. I just came up with that. But just,
And then I guess
Okay,
I'll
we
just
gotta go.
take your spot then. It's cool.
maybe we'll see. But okay, question one:
Who killed who?
Who in this
I-
photo killed someone
Like personally or like
in real life?
Oh my god. Desi Arnaz.
It's let's see, it's Faye DeWitt.
And I open
Actress
up the whole.
stabbed
I
her
would never
husband.
assume.
Stabbed her husband in 1965 with a letter opener.
Okay, so I failed the test.
It is also good to point out that she was being attacked by her husband at the time and was not charged because she was
Okay.
defending herself. Okay, it's great, Ruby. You started off real bad start, but here we go. Who in this picture has killed someone or many people?
That one.
Which one? Describe it.
The guy on the bottom, right.
That's Sean Connery. All right, let's see the answer. It's Jimmy Stewart, everybody.
baby, it
Jimmy
was Jimmy.
Stewart was in the Air Force in World War II or something like that, and he killed civilians like they were freaking Tic
I
Tacs.
forgot that.
All right.
Okay, so I suck
Lastly,
at-
who killed
Oh,
someone?
easy. Anthony, whatever. Not Anthony. Stop. Don't. Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, let's see. Reveal the answer, and
Matthew
Don't
Broderick.
got
say-
it right. Matthew Broderick hit someone with his car. Real sad
In Ireland.
story, but it happened and he did it. So, everybody, that's one question out of three. Ruby, I felt a bond with you. I felt something I've
I
never
know, I
felt with anyone
disappointed.
before.
Absolutely.
I thought your performance was amazing, and I was really looking forward to you taking over. We won't say whose spot because we don't want to pit people against each other, but taking someone's spot on the show.
And honestly,
And-
I was ready to let you do
But
it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Cricket, because I was
I think that was
shoehorned
like
this week.
no one's shoehorning anyone, but we got to move. So Ruby,
Ruby,
I just
I
want to
love
say
you.
I love you, but you're banned
Love you,
from the
Ruby.
show forever. So
Yeah.
please
And
cover up.
one of
that
my
camera.
Cover up that
favorite
camera, girlfriend.
about Ruby is that she talks so much and sometimes it keeps talking and then it stops being language and it starts being something else.
It's
Yeah.
poetry. It's called
It's
poetry.
poetry.
Okay, and it's time for the final results.
Oh gosh. Oh,
We are updating the results.
I'm
we have
nervous.
372 responses. This is
Oh.
we have a winner by the widest margin we've ever had it. The
What?
winner has gotten
Whoa.
91.6% of the votes, everybody.
what?
Today's winner is none other than my favorite person, someone who I'm honored just to know, just the most beautiful person in my life. They're there for me every day. The winner of today is Cricket Arison.
Shit.
Someone who I've just always
Oh my
believed in,
God.
never undermined.
Cricket.
Thank you.
Bananas.
I would like to dedicate this win to the power of harnessed anger. You never want to lash out and you never want to lash in, but you just want to be a lash.
I
Sometimes.
agree. You have to. Anger is one of those emotions that people really don't know how to deal with, but
It can be
you have to
healthy.
accept it just like you would any other emotion, and that keeps you healthy. That keeps you stable. That keeps you from lashing out.
I'm
or
so
like-
happy that I could
So-
feel anger for the first time.
So
with
I
you all
feel
tonight.
robbed. I feel like it's a lie. I feel like all this. She had no pee pee poo poo, and that
No
to
pee-pee
me,
poo-poo.
she doesn't win. I
Sometimes
lost,
winners
but
make
you didn't win.
mistakes.
I lost, but you didn't.
Well,
Yeah,
I
we lost,
actually
but
think
you
of it
didn't.
as I won and you didn't lose because I thought that you wrote some really funny jokes. I laughed a lot when you referenced Call Cthulhu. I love kissing the submarine. I love thinking about that because you could kiss a submarine above the sea, in which case it would be dry, or below the sea, in which case it would be a sloppy wet kiss, and we all know I love those. So congratulations, Robbie.
Submarines are dry. Everyone knows it.
Robbie is, if Robbie were, one of Robbie's spirit animals is the submarine that we've all kissed.
Huh.
Does that
That we've
I miss-
all kissed?
I
does
miss
that make
Ruby.
sense? You know what I mean? Like we all kissed. Yeah, I miss
Right.
Ruby too.
Yeah. It's too bad that
Sucks
she's
that
banned.
she's banned.
Yeah, I liked her a lot.
Oh, no, you, hey Ruby. Yeah, you can't, no, leave. You can't, you're
Quiet-
banned from
quiet
the
down,
show.
I'm
No more Ruby. Okay, but it wouldn't be funny if the show was Ruby versus Bobby and the whole thing. I don't know.
Yes.
Anyway, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. But I
Obviously.
love you guys. I love everybody that's ever touched me, looked at me, been in my presence. Ruby, stop. Your chat will get really upset. But we can talk later. Anyway, so guys, tune in next week. Halloween. Isn't that fun? Isn't that surprising that we do something just so regular? Okay, we love you. We know who you are. And we know that you're worthy of love. So please have a good night. Tune in next week.
Get angry.
And stay cool. Bye bye.
Pee poo poo poo.